It's Mazzy. You ready for another Mazzy Ramble video? All the kids are talking about today. Mind games, John Lennon. John Lennon, Yoko Ono, Sean Lennon, Universal Music. Mind games. Now I did a video a few months ago. I'll link it at the end of this video so you can push and just see my thoughts of the history of this album before that. And you might want to watch that just to get a sense of it. Heads are yet again exploding because of this wonderful record. Now, as I said in that video, when this record came out in 1973, it was the first Beatle record that came out when I worked my first record store job in 73. And as I showed in that, and apparently this is coming in the deluxe edition, this was the promo that Capitol Records, I don't know about in England, Capitol Records sent these out. I used to have about 50 of these, and I eventually got rid of them, gave them away. This is the promo sheet you put up in your store, in your window, if you have a window, to promote this record. And as I said in that video, and I'm repeating myself, but still watch that video, this was the worst sounding record. Either the mastering, the mixing, it was such a muddy mix until the 2002 CD that remixed it. I love that. Then again, when the various box sets came out, they went back to the original mix and it's no good. Apparently the new versions that are going to be announced today have brand new mixes. And I tell you, I enjoy the mixes that Sean and is it Paul Hicks? Am I getting this right? Have done with the whole series of other Lennon sets, the Lennon sets. Perfect design and perfect content. And this beautiful size, they fit on a shelf together. The Virgo in me loves these. Unlike the slightly different, I'm thinking, look at McCartney, okay. The McCartney Archive series, they're pretty close, they're not bad. But then they did these other various boxes. Now the Beatles, I love the Beatles, we love the Beatles. All these remixes, box sets, different sizes, different shapes, different configurations. That's kind of wankish, but Sean and Yoko and the Lennon estate and the designers they work with do these beautiful sets. Of course, Imagine and Plastic Ono Band. I love these. The elemental mixes, the progress of the songs and outtakes and beautiful books and separate books and all that stuff. Heads are exploding because apparently Sean listened to Danny Harrison and the Uber box very much influenced them. Now, those of you who watched my channel saw my Uber box video. I did buy it. I did get a bit of a discount, not through Universal. I had a connection. But still, it was a very expensive box. It retailed for $1,000. It was like a treasure chest of gnomes and records and books and leaves. And it's actually a beautiful set. You can see it right here. I'm scanning. It has a wonderful spot in my record library here in Seattle. But what I love about John and Yoko, it was about art, about conceptual art, about the design. So let's talk about the John Lennon Mind Games Ultimate Mixes Super Deluxe box set. That's the one that people are talking about, heads exploding. Look at this beautiful cube. Now I'm going to show you some other things in a second here, if I can balance this. Do you remember when Capitol Records put this out? The Lennon Collection. Tom Rochon at Capitol designed this with the approval of Yoko Ono and the estate. This is beautiful. The whole cubism, right? Boxism. Boxism? No, what is it? Anyway, bagism, excuse me, not boxism. What could be baxism? This is the cube. This is that wonderful Lennon box that Capitol Records didn't like. They didn't want them to do this, but Yoko liked it. So Tom Rochon was able to, design this. And it's a fabulous collection of the proper John Lennon solo albums. But now what we have is this cube. What a beauty that is. What is wild about this, where the heads are exploding, this is limited to 1,100 units. This is $1,350. Heads are exploding. The thing is, art ain't cheap. all the money that goes into these things. And you could say money grab, which is kind of bullshit. You can say cash grab, which is bullshit. This is a luxury item. It's a deluxe. It's a super limited edition, like when you buy an original print, not a lithograph or not a printed run-on of other copies. Before I get into this, look, you can buy the Mind Games Ultimate Collector's Edition for $167. For $167. That is the one with the CDs and Blu-ray. That would be more or less equivalent to this, which is great. So that's all you need to get, and you get almost everything. You don't get all the artwork. You don't get the special designed replicas of Yoko's artwork or posters or multiple books. But most people don't need more than this. Most people don't need more than that. Or if you want, for $30, you can get the Ultimate Mixes CD. This is the 2 CD that has the Ultimate Mixes and Outtakes, 24 tracks plus a book. So the most you're going to spend is $30. You probably can find it on sale in a few months too, if you want to wait. If you're a vinyl person, you can get $50 for 2 LPs. Now, that's not cheap, but it's kind of what these kind of things are going for. So you can get, again, the proper LP remixed and an LP of outtakes for $50. Hopefully you can find it cheaper. And that is Mind Games. There you go. That's the thing. So let's get to this ultimate set here. Here is the ultimate set, $1,350. You get the super collector's deluxe edition, numbered and limited to 1,100 pieces. John Lennon's Mind Games album session, 2 limited edition reproduction artworks by John and Yoko with certificates of authenticity. You have to have that, of course. A hologram engraved EP, 9 LPs. So this is the only way you can get pretty much all or most of the content on vinyl. Now, most people, when they want all this content, don't really care getting all the outtakes on vinyl. I'm kind of like that half the time, most of the time, some of the time. I'm inconsistent, definitely here. So, all those, you get 2 Blu-rays, 6 CDs, 2 books, 4 posters, 4 postcards, 2 maps, 3 badges, word puzzle, I-Ching coins, Notopian flag. Now, I wonder if the Notopian flag doesn't exist. It's sort of a concept. Remember, the Notopian national anthem was basically silence, what didn't exist. So it's that conceptual thing, which I actually appreciate. The Notopian seal stamp, does that exist, or is it a conceptual stamp? Notopian embassy replica plaque, the Yoko Ono danger box, a replica of her 1966 art piece with engraved plates. You get a John Lennon You Are Here limited edition canvas artwork and reproduction, a 12-inch circular canvas reproduction of the 68 artwork from John Lennon, Mind Games, the Ultimate Collection Standard Deluxe book, and these other volumes. Basically, you get everything else also in here. You get the Mind Games Magic Box, you get the maps, you get, as I said, the book, the Notopia box set, and so on. So there is a lot in this box. Now, having said that, a limited edition deluxe thing like this is a special edition. It's like the luxury edition. You get what I'm saying? This is an option. Let's go over some things historically. You know, I've heard people say John Lennon would be, in his grave, God, his scattered ashes, would be pissed off that they're doing this money, imagine no possessions and all that stuff. This was a box set that they did in 1960. It was 1969, I believe. This is the wedding album. This is the reissue that came out some years ago on Secret Canadian. This is open. I have originals. I have a Japanese version. But this has a piece of a wedding cake. It has a booklet. It has poster. It has the record. This was a special conceptual art piece, in essence, of this performance art sound montage that John and Yoko did. One of 3 on Apple Records back in the day. In fact, the first one wasn't on Apple, remember? They wouldn't put it out. Now, there's obviously this Record Store Day edition that came out, was it last year? This is a 10-inch edition of the Gimme Some Truth box. Now, did I need to get this version with white on white, this limited edition of I love collecting artwork. This is the same music that is on that regular standard Give Me Some Truth box. But I love the conceptual art piece of this. It's a wonderful art piece. I understand it. It's not right for everybody. So just because it's not right for you, let the people who enjoy it get it out. Look at this. This was a conceptual piece. I think you can still, this might be out of print. This is a Yoko Ono, Thurston Moore, and Kim Gordon piece. The two members of what was Sonic Youth, conceptual, with poster, with inserts, with a signed postcard. I'm not going to even open it because it's so complicated. Multi-LP sets. This is a beautiful piece of art. And then, look at this book. Now, this is a book of Yoko Ono's artwork, really an overview. This is Infinite Universe at Dawn, Yoko Ono, a signed book Genesis put out. Genesis Publications has put out, starting in music, the rock and roll series. They put out I'm Mine, the George Harrison book. They put out books by Ravi Shankar, by Jeff Lynne, by Tom Petty, Concert for George, Traveling Wilburys. They put out a series of these great rock and roll Beatle books, photographers, Astrid Kircher, so many wonderful collections of artwork. And they're limited editions, they're signed, and they're expensive. This is a stunning piece of work. Okay? I'm going this August, late August, just towards the end of the run, to see the massive Yoko Ono exhibit at the Tate Modern in London. I advise, if anyone is in England right now, go see it. It's supposedly a beautiful, beautiful piece, and I appreciate artwork. I collect music photographers. I was in that business, and that's something I really enjoy doing. So this is another in the line of these limited edition pieces. The people who are bitching, saying, just give me the friggin' music. Well, again, you could buy probably 99% of the music that way. You can friggin' stream it and download it as well. So if you don't want the physical format, if you don't want the photographic books, if you don't want the artwork, there are other options here. Now, in the end, I just want to say, I'm sure the question that you're all like asking is, Mazzy going to buy a copy? Did I order it? The answer is I did not order it. And to be honest with you, I'm not planning on ordering it. As of right now, the recording of this on the day of the announcement, I have not ordered it. I'm not ordered it. I don't know. It'll probably sell out before I have the chance to order it, and then so be it. I have ordered, as I said, the Harrison Uber box, the McCartney travel case, the big McCartney folio photograph, the large book. I have ordered most of these limited editions. I even got the cassette of Now and Then here. And I got, what else did I get? These are easy to get on the resale market. In fact, you can get these new cheap. This was a Record Store Day folio singles, bag of singles. I think it's kind of a cool art piece. I think it's beautiful. Watch the video of the unboxing or the creation of with the white glove, stacking it up, of what is actually in this super deluxe box here. I understand that this is an expensive item, this limited super deluxe edition, but you got to remember, look at all the artists, mastering engineers, pressing plants, designers, collators, rights holders, photo retouchers, photo curation, everything that went in, all the people that were employed to create this box, the time at the studios, the time to do the mixes, just all that time. I mean, you have to look at that. And with 1,100 copies, it's obviously going to be more than if they pressed, 50,000 of these. Of course, who would pay 50,000? But it might be less money if it was. It might be $600 or $800. Who knows? I know it goes into the creation of a lot of these things. Not this one specifically, but I know and I understand that. And leave your comments below. And I know there's going to be lots of heads exploding and people saying, how dare they? Well, not everything is for everybody. And again, it might not be for me either, but that's okay. I just want to present it. And, John and Yoko were always the artists, the artistes, if you will. Same with Sean. And he's carrying on the legacy of his father and his mother. And I think it's a beautiful thing. And I'm hoping the sound is as good as it was on the EP. I thought the EP that came out, the Record Store Day Mind Games EP, was fabulous sound-wise. So thanks for watching again. Mazzy loves you. Just enjoy it. Just have a sense of humor about it.